aka Chaos Blur, aka I got nothing better to do with my time. So we are doing episode 11 right now of Retro Request Party. I can't even look at the camera straight. That's how great I am. And today, just like every other episode, I'm going to be playing a collection of random retro games from, well, my childhood. Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, Game Boy Advance, who knows what else. Um, as the last few episodes, I've been doing the new format where I have people vote. So it's a lot simpler, a lot easier this way. And just like previous episodes, I'm going to have a theme today, which is already kind of given away by the title. And I usually give it a few minutes for people to show up before I just jump into it. So again, this is Bobby Gaines, Chaos Blur, Retro Request Party, episode 11. Going to just relax for a little bit, get myself set. So we're playing some games today, and I like playing games. Just call me Bobby Games with all the games I play. So it's going to be a little bit of a shorter episode this week. I don't think anyone's going to be really disappointed in it, given the view numbers as they are. It's going to be a bit of a shorter episode. I'm only going to do 4 games instead of the usual 5. Not that it really matters, because I could spend like an hour with a game if I really wanted to. And the theme of today's show, all 4 games that will be on display will have a similar theme, and that theme is color. Yes, color. I know that sounds weird, right? Different colors is the theme of this episode, episode 11. And so I'm going to have 4 different games, and the protagonist of said game will be a certain color. So obviously, blue will be Sonic, red, probably Mario. So there's going to be a few different color themes that'll be going on. I don't know why I came up with this theme or how I came up with this theme, but that's all 4 of the games are going to kind of follow that pattern a little bit. Um, and anyone who's been watching Retro Request Party for more than a few episodes probably notices I repeat a few games, or, again, it depends on what you guys vote on. So I give the option of usually 3 to 5 different games you can pick from, whichever one gets the most votes, which usually is like 1 vote because there's only 1 viewer. So whatever that 1 viewer votes on, that's generally what I play. And I'm playing on the Retron 5 right now. Just really quickly, gonna show the menu for that. Retron 5, really cool thing. If you're into retro games, I would highly recommend it. They play on an HD TV. They play Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy like original, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, like I mentioned. If you have any of those old game cartridges hanging around and you don't want to have like 5 different gaming systems hooked up, you just get this thing, plays them all, at least for the most part. It might be a couple errors with some cartridges here or there. And yeah, that's how I do what I do here, and I like that because I don't have to switch between consoles. I have a variety of games. Some of them I haven't played in a long time, so some of them are kind of even a blast of the past for me. This retro request thing has kind of given me a chance to revisit games that I really haven't played in a long time, or in some cases I kind of see the flaws in them now, and we kind of have some fun with that. Whereas when I was a kid, I just kind of played them and didn't think about it. Now I play them and I'm like, wow, this game was really glitchy, and I just never noticed. So we're over 3 minutes now. I don't like to just jump in because then it kind of takes away from the point of people voting if I just pick a game. So maybe I'll give it like another minute or so. But yeah, I'm also not just gonna sit here and talk for an hour. So I do want to get down to the main business here. The reason we come to Chaos Blur, by we I mean pretty much nobody, but the reason why people would come to Chaos Blur, and that is to watch the retro request parties. So this actually is my favorite thing that I do. I'll be having some other game streams during the week. Who knows when or where or what games? I got plenty of newer games, so try to do a little bit of everything. All right, I'll wait. I'll wait till the 5 minute mark because I've been streaming for almost 4 minutes now. Not that I expected a big crowd. I never do, but yeah. Eventually, I will just make an executive decision and pick a game myself, at least until people join in. And doing 4 of them. So I guess just to kind of expedite this, the theme of the first retro request vote for the day, which I'll probably have to repeat this if anybody shows up, but the theme is different color main stars, I guess I should say. So the theme of the first vote is going to be red, just like this Retron 5 menu, red. So the main characters of the games that I'm about to give you options for, there will be 5 options. And the one thing these games all have in common, because otherwise they're very different games, but the one thing they have in common is the main character, if you will, is red. So I'm going to go ahead and just pop that on the screen right now. If anybody shows up right now, they're going to be a little bit confused by this, but this is how the Retro Request Party works. 5 games to start. I mean, like I said, it could be anywhere from 3 to 5. Just so happened I had a lot of games in this category. So we got 2 Spider-Man games, the original Spider-Man game for Sega Genesis. We got Mario and Donkey Kong, of course, Mario representing red. Super Mario World, another classic Mario game. Spider-Man 2, based on the movie for Game Boy Advance, and then Cool Spot, a very unusual game in that the main character literally is a red dot, and it's a really fun little platformer, but you don't get much more red than that. So again, these are the 5 choices for the first game, if you will. Um, Obviously, I like them all. That's why I put them there. I never put a game on there I don't want to play. So, kind of curious if anybody votes. If not, I'm probably just going to go with something myself. I'm going to give this like another, I don't know, 20 seconds, 15 seconds, 10 seconds. I don't know. I'm kind of already leaning toward one of the games, but I'm not going to say what it is just in case somebody shows up at the 11th hour to say hello or cast a vote. Cast your votes now. All right. No one's doing anything. Last chance, going once, going twice. This one may surprise some people. I'm going to do Mario versus Donkey Kong just because out of the games on here, I have not played this game in a long time. I want to say this game came out in like, I don't know, 2004, 2005, Game Boy Advance game. I think it's kind of underappreciated. I didn't really like the other ones they made. I think they made one on the DS after that. They might have made a sequel to this one on the Game Boy Advance. But I don't know, something about this game I liked. I always kind of liked Donkey Kong in general. And again, I haven't played this in a while, so maybe now I won't like it. But so we're about to find out. It's been a long time. I don't even know if I've ever played this on the Retron 5. I might have only played this on the original Game Boy Advance hardware. So I'm gonna go here. I usually like to involve the audience, but there's no audience to involve. So what are you gonna do? Oh, look at that! I just jinxed it. I just two viewers just showed up. Should I recast the vote? Maybe I should recast the vote. It's not even reading this cartridge anyway. So welcome. Got 2 people in here, possibly, potentially. Feel free to say hello. If you do, I will allow a revote because nobody was here for the first damn vote. And I have to readjust the Retron 5 anyway, so take your time there. And got 2 viewers. Might actually have an interesting vote for once. If you are watching and you're not bots, welcome again to Retro Request Party episode 11. Just booting up potentially the first game, but I am willing to cast a revote since there was nobody here for the first vote. So get your votes in now. 2 viewers. It's 2 more than I usually have. Otherwise, I will stick with my original pick, which I'm not going to say what it was, just in case someone wants to pick something else. I have no problem with that. But you have to make your voices heard. It's a democracy. And with democracy comes great responsibility. There's no audio. What do you mean there's no audio? Well, that's not good. You mean like on the game or me speaking? Because it's showing me speaking. Let me see something here. Oh, that was just my. Okay, I was gonna say, don't. Okay, so you can hear me talking then, I guess. Let me see here. Okay, because there's no audio with the game right now because I haven't started the game yet, but you should at least be able to hear me talking. So we got 2 viewers potentially. I'm gonna redo the vote since you weren't here. These are the 5 choices to pick from. We got Spider-Man on Sega Genesis. We got Mario versus Donkey Kong, Super Mario World on Super Nintendo, Spider-Man 2, the movie game on Game Boy Advance, and Cool Spot, the ever-lovable 7-Up sidekick platforming game. All games about the color red. That's my theme, like Sesame Street today. We're doing colors. Today's color is red. But yeah, so feel free to pick one of those. Since you're the only vote, you're probably going to win. Although there is a second viewer in there. I don't know how they snuck in. Probably left the back door open or something. Yeah, I'm doing a whole theme today, so every game of the 4 that I play will have a different color to it. Not that, I don't really see color, but you know what I mean. Oh, that's really funny. Mario versus Donkey Kong, because that was the game that I had picked before anyone showed up. Hey, what's up, Swiveled? Welcome to the stream. How you doing, man? Suppose I should give my friend Swiveled a vote here on the Retro Request Party episode 11 between the 5 games on display. What's up, Swiveled? How you holding up? Yeah. Really need some music or something in the background. Life is grand, my man. Why am I not surprised? That's awesome. Yeah, no, I'm doing pretty well. Actually, I almost have too many options for things to do. I'm doing streams, I'm playing guitar, I'm doing all that stuff. Of course you do. Everyone's so agreeable. I love that. Love the idea that you guys are just like all on the same page. Even I was on the same page before you showed up. See, I knew. I knew this is what you were gonna want. This is why I hate watching TV, you know? They just put a bunch of junk on there.
Mini Mario toy. Hurry, bananas. Mini Mario toy. It walks, it talks, it says. Each one comes in its own crystal ball. Collect one, collect them all. Be the first one on your block to own the amazing new Mini Mario toy. Hurry before they're all sold out. Hurry, buy one, buy them all. Buy them all. Buy them all.
Consumerism.
Buy them all.
I actually didn't realize this had that much of a story. Donkey Kong's like looking at me through the screen like it's my fault. I didn't tell him to wait until the sale was over. That's oddly specific.
Mario versus
There's a specific Mario toy company? Like that's all they make? Apparently I've played this game before. Let's start simple because I don't really remember how to play this. Kind of a new take on the old classic.
Here we go.
I like how they got the old sound effect in there. What resolution? Well, this only outputs in 720p to begin with, and I think I had to downscale it a little bit because I was getting dropped frames otherwise, so it's probably like 540p or something like that. Like, it's not HD, I know that already. That's just because my internet is kind of just whatever. I'm streaming at like 1200 bitrate, which I already know is not ideal. Mamma mia. Probably, I think it's a little above 360, but it's not. Yeah, it's not going to be super. Plus, especially with the retro request parties, these graphics were not top notch to begin with. And I used to set this at the full 720, and it would stutter like crazy. So it just was like not even worth it. I don't know what it looks like now, but at least it's running at a good clip. I think at one point I had something like 100 drop frames in like 5 minutes or something. Like, it was crazy. I'm surprised you've dealt with that, because I feel like you've probably got really good internet. This is complete luck. I thought they were gonna like move them around or something. Seems like everybody's did.
Here we go.
Actually, as it is, I'm like directly above the modem. Like, the modem for our internet is right above me in the living room. Oh, okay, I can catch the hammer. I did not know that. That's good to know. I thought once I dropped the hammer, that was it. Drop the hammer. It's actually weren't bad graphics for a Game Boy Advance. Oh, that's cool. So I gotta make... get it down the stairs, though. I gotta get rid of the green. Hold on. I know what to do. There's gotta be a green switch somewhere. There's not a green switch, is there? No? Oh, hold on. Oh, I forgot this was timed. Ah, shoot, son of a bitch. Yeah, this ain't gonna work. I forgot this game was timed. Come on. Ah, I knew he wasn't gonna. Why am I jumping over it? I can just walk over it. See what happens when you're panicked and you make dumb decisions. Yeah, I'm going, Mario. Don't you woohoo me. Shoot, I had to hit the button. Well, at least Donkey Kong didn't win that one. It's just my own poor time management. You get your head out of there, Donkey Kong. You got no business being here. That was actually surprisingly easy. I really overthought that one. Take out the trash. That's kind of cool. To give Mario like his little double jump. It's really funny how we all picked this game, because I was going to pick this game if given the option, and I'm like, alright, cool. And the other games are good, but I fight them to death. Like, we've all played Mario World. Every single one of us has played Mario World like a million times. It's a fun game, but, you know. I always liked this game because it was like kind of like an update on the old Donkey Kong formula. That's right, they had like little gimmicks like this. See how I screwed this up in the time limit. No, and they made a sequel to it that really, I didn't really like that much. This is more of a platformer. The sequel was kind of like more of a puzzle game where you had to like, what do you call it? The minis, the little toys themselves with the characters. I thought I could fit in there. Yeah, in the sequel, the little toys of the characters, and you kind of just have to like, they walk along a track, and you have to just make sure they don't fall off. Like, it's just not as fun. This one, you're actually playing as Mario. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for, like lemmings. Like, you had to like, kind of like, just move and hit a couple buttons to fix the traps. I don't know what I'm trying to do here. I don't know if they made another one like this. I think they only made 2 these games. Thankfully, for a game like this, the jumping is pretty good, because if the jumps are off in a game like this, you're really screwed. Oh, don't tell me I died from that? Ah. Come on, walk it off, Mario. No salt on it. Jeez. I went for an extra life and died as soon as I got it. Okay, that time I did not make the same mistake. That was so bad. Like, I didn't think that was that far of a drop. Yeah, this is what I do, as all the other kids are playing, what do you call this? Skip ahead here. All the other kids are playing Call of Duty. I'm playing freaking, Mario versus Donkey Kong for Game Boy Advance. I don't remember this part at all. The game actually is fairly complex. I did not realize there were so many moves.
Here we go.
So what do I do? I do that. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, no, I've played Lego Star Wars too. That's another one that's appeared on my channel. Oh, so wait a minute. The handstand. Okay, there we go. Freaking, speaking of Legos, there's like a pile of living Legos right there. Where's the key? It's down there. So I gotta make the... Oh, duh, the lever was right there. The Lego Star Wars games are fun, but, like, they're almost too easy. Like, you can never die. The key was under here, I think. So going back, I can't do that. Ah, I was gonna say, supposed to sneak that key. I think I could throw the key and then maybe just crawl back.
Here we go.
Oh, I just suddenly like forgot the controls. Nope. I hit the blue one. That doesn't really do me anything. In fact, I really shouldn't have done that, because now I can't get back to the ladder. Getting the key back's gonna be a bitch. How do I... Can I throw the key? I think I can throw the key on the spring, but that's not really gonna help me. I can't throw it that far. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work.
Mamma mia.
Yeah, Mamma Mia's right. Angry Lego pile.
Here we go.
Well, Kurt, it's nice to have you on one of these. Nice to have you on the Twitch bandwagon, if you will. Might be picking up the Final Fantasy remake at some point, so that should be a fun one. We shall see, though. Oh, that's how you get that present box. Because I can't climb the ladder with the key in my hand. Which I guess makes sense. And I just trapped the key in there. Oh, I'm great. I'm making this a lot more complicated than it has to be, so I have to hit the blue one then. Yeah, I've seen some gameplay of the demo for Final Fantasy VII. I don't know how much of the game it's going to be. Of course, I've never played the original, so I wouldn't even know. Let me try this. Oh, I can take... Okay, I didn't know this would come with me. Oh, I get it. That was not what I wanted, but that's fine. So yeah, I eventually got there. Ah, 3 viewers. It's more than my usual 0. Ah, great. Angry Lego Man still here. Looks pissed. Is it a he? We never really see them. I have not tried the demo, but I've seen footage of it. It's basically just like the first battle or so, but it's great. Oh, it's a walking trash can. Waha! Yeah, take that. Alright, let's do a Donkey Kong boss level, and then maybe I'll switch up the games here. It's been fun, though. I like this. Hopefully you guys are having a good time, too. Let's try this again. Alright, I want the yellow one. There we go. That one I at least had to do something. Okay, I was gonna say, I thought that had the 3-up in it. Alright, let's take on Donkey Kong now. See if I remember how to do this. I think I gotta throw the barrels at him. The barrels keep changing colors. There we go. This is not exactly Mortal Kombat here. This is just kind of like crap. Take that, you dumb monkey. I saw that coming. Stop leaving your toys everywhere. Oh, okay. Alright, that's how you want it. Ah, shoot. I need my barrel. He's got me over a barrel. Yeah. Yeah. Go back to your banana house and cry. Sorry, that was offensive. Yeah, that's exactly how it went down. In my head, that's how I saw it happening. Great, you won. I don't know why that just feels so condescending. It doesn't feel like it's like, great, you won. Wow, what a great job. Yay. You really showed that monkey who's boss. No one's gonna make a monkey out of me. With that tribal beat in the background, I will begin the second vote of the series today, and hopefully, the game audio and my audio are balancing nicely. They usually do. And of course, as you guys would imagine, yeah, I probably should try the demo to see if it's what I'm into. What was I saying now? Oh, right. The next game, of course, the theme is going to be the color blue. So yes, you guessed it, we got 2 Sonic games on the list. The original Sonic the Hedgehog on Sega Genesis, Sonic Advance on Game Boy Advance, the very hard to find Mega Man X on Super Nintendo, of course, the Blue Bomber, and Mortal Kombat 2, which I will play as Sub-Zero if I play it. So that's why that's on the list, because I love Sub-Zero. So those are the 4 choices here. Feel free to mull that over while I switch the game cartridges here. I really need some background music. I should be able to just take this out. I do love Sonic Advance. Let's give Swivel the chance to respond. And it looks like we have a 3rd viewer, so we might actually have a competitive vote for once. So right now our choices are down to Sonic Advance or something else out of this list here. Actually, probably a good thing I'm not doing Mega Man X, because every time I play that game, I make it about 5 minutes. But, such is life in the modern democracy of retro request parties, which has basically become a dictatorship of one Bobby Gaines and his cast of 1 or 2 viewers, one of which is a good friend, one of which he knows from the internet, and the 3rd one I don't even know. Probably a Twitch bot. No, I never actually played Mega Man on SNES. I played MX. Yeah, maybe if I have time at the end, I'll pop in Mega Man X. It's just it's a hard game. I never make it far. I don't think I didn't know there was one on PSP. I'd probably play that too. Let's see if I can get this to work. See, I don't think I've ever finished a Mega Man game, even going back to the originals. So I'm just gonna stick with Sonic Advance because I don't see any objections, and it's also probably like my second favorite Game Boy Advance game behind Sonic Advance 3. Oh, 4 viewers. Holy cripe. What is happening in the world right now? So yeah, 4 viewers, 1 vote. I'm not counting myself as a vote because that would just be kind of crazy. I'll throw the choices on screen again real quick. The 2 Sonic games, the original Sonic, Sonic Advance, Mega Man X, and Mortal Kombat 2 with Sub-Zero as the character I will be playing as if I play it. And that's what I got going right now. I only updated that because we got 4 viewers in here now. But, Mega Man 1 and 2 and the Lego. Oh, yeah, well, the rewind feature. Heck, I would rewind the entire game. Doesn't seem to matter what order I face the Robot Masters in either. I just lose to all of them. Like, oh, maybe the fire guy will be easier. Nope, not really. Alright, well, you guys know I hate to wait, so... Be my slogan. I hate to wait. I'm going to go ahead and jump right in here with Sonic Advance, and I don't know how long I'm going to play it, because I could probably play this whole game and beat it in like 40 minutes, but I don't know if I want to spend that long on it. Listen to that 16-bit ring sound. This takes me back, because when this game first came out, like, this was I mean, it still is a really good game, but it hasn't aged the best, but when it first came out, this was a really good Sonic game. Basically, it's like the follow-up to the Sega Genesis games, and it was portable, obviously, so you can imagine I had some good fun with this one. And I liked how they put, like, their Sonic Adventure moves in it. Like, it just kind of, it worked really well, I thought. But, you know, obviously I'm going to be a little bit biased toward the Sonic games. Like, even the graphics for Knuckles and everything. So, you know what? Since in the interest of doing, you know, this interactive format, there's no point in me just playing the game by myself, so... Why don't we play the game and, you know, you guys can pick a character for me, you can pick a stage for me, so I can play as any of the 4 playable characters, Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy. I just realized it kind of kills the point of me doing blue, but I don't care. If you guys want me to play as Amy, I'll play as Amy. Like, I'll play as anybody. So, otherwise, it's just going to be me playing a game by myself. Is not what I came here to do. Well, I am leaning towards Sonic, but I like them all. They all have their moves and stuff. So, it's 4 viewers. Someone's got to have an opinion. I guess they don't have to, but that's what I was thinking. All right, Sonic, going once, going twice. Sold to the man in the Sega shirt. All right, so. Same thing. I believe I have all the levels unlocked. I should. Including the extra zone, so... What level or levels do we want to see me play? Starting from Zone 1, Act 1, all the way down. There's like 7 levels in this game, or 6. So I can start at any of them. I'm trying to remember the names of them. I know that's Neo Green Hill Zone, Hidden Base... God, I want to say Casino Paradise, Ice Mountain... Angel Island, surprisingly enough. Egg Rocket, Cosmic Angel, Final Zone. That's what I figured with the bosses in Mega Man, because... Yeah, I don't know. I'm not that good with the different abilities. I'm just, like, sitting there trying to avoid all the freaking missiles, and Mega Man's moves are so, like, stiff, at least in every game I've played. Like, the bosses and the enemies have, like, such fluid motion, and Mega Man just goes from left to right so slowly. And just like slides at like 1 mile an hour, and I'm like, how am I supposed to beat all these things when my enemies can move so much faster than I can? But there won't be a problem with speed in this one. How about we start with Zone 1, man? Buddy Octi, I gotta tell you, man, you are a daredevil. You are just blowing away expectations. This brings me back in a good way. Like, I love this. Music's nice and chill. On the beach here. It's kind of your basic first Sonic level, but not really, because you got the beach, which also kind of reminds me of Emerald Coast from Sonic Adventure. They even start you with 3 lives, just like the old Sonic games. But you'll notice little touches, like, obviously he looks like Sonic Adventure Sonic. Some of the item boxes are styled after that model of Sonic. Wow, I'm just blazing here. Whew! How's that for blast processing? Now, this was after Sega had stopped making consoles. This was 2002. This actually wasn't the first Sonic game to be on a non-Sega console, believe it or not. That would be Sonic Pocket Adventure, which came out on the Neo Geo Pocket before the Dreamcast came out. I want to say it was like 98 that game came out. And that was the first Sonic game, and much like this, it was Sonic Adventure styled, but had the old levels in it. This was more of an original game, though. Sonic Pocket had a lot of, like, remixes from the Sonic 1 and 2 games. Still a really good game. Actually, that's pretty much the only reason I have a Neo Geo Pocket was to play that game. Which, it's a good game. I have no way to stream it as far as I know, otherwise I would. But it's got a pretty cool art style. This game is obviously a little bit better because it came out later. Sonic Advance 2 and 3 are also really good. I used to play the heck out of all of them. Sonic Advance 3 I actually think is the best one. Sonic Advance 3 was, like, really underrated in my opinion. Like, it just kind of came out, nobody knew about it because it was, like, at the end of the Game Boy Advance lifespan. But I thought it was the best one. Like, they really improved on everything. But this one I really like just because it's basic. Like, it's actually, like, it doesn't do anything too crazy, but it's also just a solid game. And like I said, it can be beaten in, like, maybe 30, 40 minutes, but there's still enough content in there, like collecting the Chaos Emeralds and all that. I used to, like, memorize these levels. It's been a little while now. The Sonic Advance games are great. Sonic Advance 2 is a little bit... It's probably the weakest of the 3, but it also has some really creative ideas, so I can't fault it too much. Whereas this game plays it safe. Sonic Advance 2 has, like, a music level. It's got some, like, really crazy locations. My one thing with Sonic Advance 2 is the controls are a little bit... They're a little harder to get used to because the game is purposely very fast. Like, they added, like, kind of this super boost feature, but it's pretty good. Sonic Rush I really like, but that's one I also feel is overrated. Like, everybody loves Sonic Rush, but to me, actually, that's a good example because Sonic Rush is basically like Sonic Advance 2 on steroids. Because Sonic Advance 2 had that whole super speed gimmick that Sonic Rush is pretty much just all about that, as the name would imply. Sonic Rush is just like hyper boost to the max. As Robotnik just falls on me with his tractor. Hammer time. Now, Sonic Rush is a fun game, but actually the difficulty's pretty balanced. It's not, like, super easy, but it's also, I don't know, it's just, it gets old after a while, Sonic Rush. Like, it's got some good gimmicks, but after you've played it so many times, it's just kind of like, they make good use of the DS dual screens, which is why I can't stream it, because I don't know how to stream a DS, but I always love this opening. Like, very secret agent-y. But now, Sonic Rush is fun. I actually prefer Sonic Rush Adventure, which is the sequel. That I always prefer the ones no one else likes. Like, I don't know, to me they put more thought into Sonic Rush Adventure. It's a little more creative. It's not as much of the high-speed stuff. There's actually some good level design in there, good bosses. The bosses were really weak in Sonic Rush, except for, like, the final couple bosses. They really were just kind of like, eh. Sonic Rivals, oof. I have that game. I don't have Rivals 2. Sonic Rivals to me was not that good, if I'm being honest. It's basically a 2D Sonic R. Like, you're just running from left to right. I don't really get the point of it. It's very short. It's not really that fun. I don't even remember the story. If I don't remember the game, that's probably not a good sign. Because I remember, like, every Sonic game. But Sonic Rivals I just feel very, very average about. Like, I would prefer a game like this where they just stick to the formula, even though it's a little bit basic. At least it's fun. Sonic Rivals, I don't know what they were doing. Like, if you're gonna make a racing game, make a racing game, but it's not even that. It's like a one-on-one racing game that's also a weird platformer. It doesn't feel like a Sonic game. Just really my complaint about a lot of the titles that are lackluster. I see the view counter is, you know, fiddling around between 3 or 4 viewers, which would make this one of the higher viewed episodes. I mean, you can try them. Like, they're not completely terrible. Like, the characters are fine. You got Sonic and Knuckles and Shadow. I think the second one has a little more to it. I never played the second one, but the first one is just okay, in my opinion. Some of the unlockables are kind of cool. It's almost like Sonic Heroes. Like, it has that art style, but I don't know. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. But, yeah, they do look cool, and the music's pretty good. They're also short, though. I think there's only, like, 5 different courses or whatever. Maybe a couple extras you can find, but, like, it's basically just, like, you race Shadow, you race Metal Sonic, you race a couple other people, like, the game's over. Like, I don't even remember the plot. It actually might not have been a bad game if they got rid of that racing thing and just made it, like, a 2D game with 3D graphics, because the course layouts aren't terrible, but the fact that you have to race everybody means if you hit, like, one obstacle, you lose, because the other characters are always perfect. Or close to perfect. Like, by the time you get to level 3, you pretty much can't make a mistake. And they're not hard courses, but if you hit, like, one spike, you're gonna lose the stupid race. DS version... Oh, I know what you're talking about. The DS version of Sonic Colors is actually really good, I think. I don't prefer it to the Wii version, just because the Wii version is really good, but... Like, actually, Sonic Colors for DS may as well be Sonic Rush 3, because it follows the same principle as those games. That might be the best DS one. Oh, you took a shower? Well, nice of you to let me know. Yeah, we were actually, Spido Octi and I were having a pretty in-depth discussion on different Sonic games. Now, if you're asking about Sonic Generations on 3DS, the game was not that good, if I'm being completely honest. I don't know if you've played it, or you're just asking me out of curiosity. But, yeah, I love Sonic Generations as a game, but on the 3DS, it's okay. Like, it almost reminds me of Sonic Rivals. Like, it's just there. The levels they picked for it were not very good, because they're different levels than the Xbox version. They're completely different. Some of them aren't bad, but just, I don't know, it just wasn't fun. Like, the way it plays is weird. Like, it's not a Sonic Rush type of game, but it's also not a traditional game. Classic Sonic and modern Sonic feel almost the same, so I don't see the point, because they're all 2D. There's no 3D parts of the 3DS version, which I know is weird to say. The bosses are kind of 3D. Yeah, if you like Sonic Generations on 360 or whatever console you have it on, I would just stick with that, because the 3DS one I was hoping would be something different, and it is, but it's not anything great. Of course I have it, because I have to have it, because I have every Sonic game, but it's almost like this reluctant obligation to buy them all. Like, alright, they came out with another one, I better buy it. So I buy it. Yeah, Kurt, you missed some good stuff. I had a feeling they'd be differentiating when they... Yeah, well, the only difference between classic Sonic and modern Sonic and Generations 3DS is that, obviously, modern Sonic has the boost, and the levels are maybe a little longer, but... Really, other than that, there's not much. I think Classic Sonic can even do the homing attack on some levels, so... I don't know. Just picture Sonic Forces, actually. It's kind of like that. It's just really short levels that don't go anywhere. I always love this level. I might just play this level, and then maybe I'll switch games again, because this is about the halfway mark of the game, unless you wanted me to keep going after this, with this game. I always love this music. But yeah, Kurt, it's a pretty safe bet that almost every stream of mine is going to get Sonic in there somehow, whether in mention or in actually playing it. I try not to be too repetitive, because I have a pretty big library to draw from. I probably have over 100 classic games across different platforms. While I could just do an entire show on the Sonic games, I try to only do one, if that. And actually, the last couple episodes haven't really had any Sonic. And we're going fast. And I got hit with spikes. See, the speed shoes I feel are more, like, painful than useful. The only thing about this casino level is I don't think there's a slot machine like in the other ones. So I can't enjoy the music when they speed it up like that. No, Now, Sonic Advance 2 is really good. It's really hard compared to this game because you're used to this game. And Sonic Advance 2, there's a bit of a learning curve. They did give the characters more moves though, and you can do tricks. The really hard part about that game though is finding the Chaos Emeralds because it's just annoying. Actually, both Sonic Advance 2 and 3 have a very terrible system to get to the special stage. I'm really glad that system did not return. Sonic Advance 2, you have to collect like 7 medals throughout the level to unlock the special zone. Yeah, not as much as usual though with the casino levels. I was a little disappointed that Sonic Generations didn't have a casino level specifically. Well, that's not true. Actually, the 3DS version does use Casino Night and butchers it. But, yeah, casino levels are fun if they're done well, which I think this one was, but the one in Forces was just bleh. Like, I don't know what they were doing there. Cool idea, but didn't really do much for me. Down to 2 viewers. Sonic always has to have a casino level. You say that like it's a bad thing, like, let's get this casino level over with. See, I like that, though, like, because every game has its things they do, like, you always have to have a lava level and a frozen level and all that, but, like, Sonic's the one platformer where it's like a casino level. Like, what's that doing in there? That's, like, something that's so Sonic, like, ever since the beginning. He's had, like, these really glitzy, glammy stages in there. Yeah, Casino Forest was not... It was a good idea, but it was just rushed, just like everything else in the game. Like, it could have been a really cool level with a lot of different stuff, but it's like, what, a minute and a half long with, like, 2 slot machines? You know they just recycled those slot machines from, like, Sonic Colors or something. Actually, no, Sonic Colors doesn't have slot machines, but you know what I'm saying. If we're going to talk Sonic, I mean, that's my wheelhouse. I know everything. Well, maybe not everything, but... See, I like the more pinball-styled ones, which this one has a couple of flippers, but... I like the ones that really use the flippers and the bumpers to good effect, because that's kind of the creative use of Sonic, is that he can be a ball, so you can also literally make him into a pinball. See, I'm tired of Green Hills. I don't care what game it is. I don't like the Green Hill levels. Even the name is generic. It's a Green Hill. Like, of course it's green. It's grass. Like, make it like Blue Hill or something. Like, what the hell? I've been playing Green Hill for 30 years now. There's trees. It's green. Like, it wasn't even creative the first time. It wasn't like, man, we really stumbled upon a gem here of an idea. Let's make a Green Hill. No, let's re-release it 17 times. That'll really get it. Heck, even the Chemical Plant I'm getting sick of it. I used to love the Chemical Plant. The Chemical Plant's right in there. It's been re-released like 4 or 5 times now. Casino level at least hasn't been done to death yet, but it will. It's not that they can't think of new ideas, because Sonic Advance 3 had some really good original ideas, like the Toy World and some of the other worlds. But, yeah. This game pretty much, standard fare, but it's still really good. This boss I always kind of liked. Almost reminds me of the final fight from Sonic 1. It's a bit of a different premise, where you have to kind of guess where he's going to come out of, and just, some of it's luck, obviously, like a real casino. There's no way to dodge that, was there? I always found this theme for Robotnik kind of weird. It's like a Star Wars song. It's like, am I fighting Darth Vader or Robotnik? That's gonna hurt. I was like, the Death Star just hit me. Jeez, I keep getting that one. That was just kind of luck. Yeah, Sonic Forces, they turn part of it into a desert. Like, they'll be like, oh, it's Green Hill, but we threw some sand in there. Like, okay. Like, whatever. Alright, we're moving right along here. I'm going to go ahead and switch the games out right now. The Bobby games, because we got Curtis back from his shower. Hope it was a good one. And sticking with the color theme here, of course. Let's see. So much gamage, so little to do. And I might do Mega Man X at the end, just as like a quick encore. But the third game will be the color green. So we got two TMNT games, including the classic arcade title Hyperstone Heist, Frogger 2, the TMNT game for Game Boy Advance, and then Vector Man, a really fun shooting game about a green character for the Sega Genesis. So, time to get green with envy here with the third choice on the Chaos Blur Retro Request Party Episode 11 TV special. And I built that up way more than it had to be. 2 viewers, 4 games, you decide. Should have waited when we had 4 viewers. Doesn't matter, none of them were saying anything anyway. Did I take the cartridge out? I took the cartridge out. I'm good. I'm so good. Like, this is totally a legit operation. TMNT for GBA. See, I'm glad you're going GBA, because, I don't know, GBA was a bit of an unsung hero of sorts, I thought. I feel bad Swivel doesn't really get any votes in here, but I'm willing to listen. I care. You grew up with the 2003 Turtles? I mean, I kind of grew up with both of them, because I was probably like 13, 14 when the newer show came out, but I preferred the older show, but I like them both. Both these games are almost the same, they just have, like, different graphics. Obviously, the Hyperstone Heist was based on the, what do you call it, the arcade game, I think Turtles in Time, which was a really fun, basic 2D beat 'em up, which is also kind of what this is. So, let's get Turtle Time. I think they even do a version of the theme song here, so let's get our nostalgia on. Ooh, we got 3 viewers again. Konami. I do love Konami. I don't say enough good things about Konami. Well, that was something. Yeah, the old show, I think, came out, like, technically the old show had ended, I think, by the time I was a kid. I think it was, like, more of, like, a late 80s, early 90s thing, but I saw the reruns, and I don't know, I always liked it. It was just really cheesy. I don't even know. I haven't played this game in so long. I guess that's a new game, because it starts me with 0. Alright, which of the turtles should I play as? Michelangelo, Leonardo, Raphael, Donatello, Cowabunga dudes. Doesn't really matter who you pick in this case, because they're all green. I don't know, they look a little stoic. I think they need to come out of their shell. That's just my opinion. Leonardo was your favorite turtle? Actually, I did not exactly love him. Like, I don't know why. Raph, Leo, I heard you went to check out our old hideout in the sewers. How was it? How was it? It was trashed, Mikey. One big pile of rubble, everything chewed to bits. I remember the day those weird robots came charging into our place, eating everything in the path. They tore into our home like ants on a pizza, destroyed everything in sight. They sure did throw our peaceful lives into chaos. For 15 years we called that place home. And so we left our happy hideaway and made this our new home, sweet home. When I find out who built those robotic wrecking balls. Whoa, Raphael, don't go wrecking this home too. There were some good points of moving too. This brand new monitor wall, for one, it's pretty hot. Anything interesting on? In a press conference held today at Stocktronics, New York's leading new technology company, the founder and CEO, Dr. Baxter Stockman, unveiled his latest innovation. I would like to announce everyone that I have built a better mousetrap. The Stocktronics Mouser. We didn't really pay enough for the marketing on it. I'll leave the explanation to you, April. All of these Mouser rodent detection and capture functions are carefully controlled through a wireless connector to the mother computer. This will bring a decisive resolution to the city's rodent problems. Is that a big deal? I didn't know that. Those robots, they're the same ones that attacked our home. And they're famous enough to appear on TV. What an honor, having our home destroyed by celebrities. Unbelievable. Dr. Baxter Stockman is actually trying to promote those killer robots as useful? Stocktronics Mouser, huh? Why keep so many Mouser robots in your laboratory warehouse? I'm losing my voice here. This is stupid. These couldn't all be meant for catching mice. What are you really planning, Stockman? I cannot tell you, Miss O'Neill, because I'm the villain. Suffice it to say that this Mouser army will bring me both power and money and stuff for some reason. Ah, the doctor. Oh, I'm afraid you have seen too much, Miss O'Neill, because I told you the whole stupid plan already. It's a shame we couldn't work together. It's not really a shame, because I'm evil. You're too great a liability. Better you serve me as Mouser food, even though you're not edible. You won't catch me that easily. Do-do-do-do-do. Run away if you must, Miss O'Neill. You can't escape my Mouser robots, because they're Mouser robots. Mouser Z. Hey guys, did you just hear something? Not a thing, Leo. You getting paranoid? It's probably just Michelangelo scarfing down another pizza. Did I hear my name? Wait a minute, I hear a crunching gnawing sound. You're right, I know that sound. I heard it when our old helm was attacked. For some reason it was the same exact sound. Z. It's the Mousers. That took a freaking hour. Oh, it's funny. This is actually very reminiscent of Turtles in Time. I think you fight in a sewer in that game as well. For the first level. Alright, let's kick some shell. Leonardo was like the smart one of the group. I was trying to do all their voices, because I know Donatello was more like the, hey guys, what's up? I like pizza. Like Raphael was always like, I hate everybody. I think I did a particularly good job on Raphael. I'm not gonna lie. I think I nailed him. Let's see here. I don't really remember Stockman. Like, I remember there were other villains besides Shredder, but I don't remember him. Let's see, I don't know all the controls here. I'm sure I have like a way to block or something. Combat's pretty good, I gotta say. I don't know about you guys, but I'm having a shell of a time. See, I like how they have the different paths and stuff. That was a cool-headed one. I liked it. Blue was my favorite color. See, my favorite was Raphael. Not that red's my favorite color, but I don't know. I just like how angry he was. Like, out of all of them, he seemed the most like a ninja. The rest of them just seem to not know what they're doing. I'm being shot at by a thing I can't see. Take that. Now. I'm gonna stay like in the middle here. Oh, Mousers. Out of the way. How did these little things destroy their home? These don't seem all that threatening. There must be like a master Mouser. Somewhere. Will the real Mouser please come up? Well, that was the point. Like, he was so, like, just, I don't know, I found it funny. Like, I know he wasn't supposed to be funny, but he to me, he was, like, the funniest one. Because they'd all be like, let's do a plan, and he'd be like, oh, I just want to kill them. Like, I don't know if you ever watched the old TMNT movies, the live-action ones. Like, that was just, Raphael was just always the one, like, hey, I don't need to control my anger, I just want to kill everybody. I feel like there have to be more moves than this. Maybe not. Seems like I use his swords, he has a special attack, but I think that takes health. I wish I had a block for when they all kind of surround me. I probably do. Casey Jones was kind of also that wild card, like, he was kind of like the human Raphael. He was really the only other human who appeared regularly, him and April. As far as I remember. I mean, I didn't I wasn't like a huge fan. Like I like the idea of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but it's not like Sonic where I know everything about it. Like, although they're both kind of like campy, but oh, there's April. Help me. Now that I see it, what's her name? April kind of looks like Mary Jane, at least in this game. Whoa, okay, big guy. Ow, jeez, that took a lot of health. Come on now. Yeah, I guess she did. Well, the original show, I don't remember if she. I know she had red hair, but I don't remember her like. I don't know. I always found April kind of blah. Like she's just kind of your generic damsel in distress. She's always like confused or afraid. Like she doesn't. She's like the turtle's friend, but that's about it. Like she's not like a deeper character than that. Well, I guess MJ was kind of the same way. She's just kind of there to be something for Spider-Man to protect. Like she doesn't really do a lot more than that. That's why I always liked Gwen Stacy, because she at least had some smarts and could do some other stuff. Like Mary Jane was just like very stale. Oh, I just gave her all my health. That was nice. That was nice of me. Yeah, maybe red hair means they're in distress. I had the worst dream. I'm not doing the voices anymore. What a weird dream. Turtles fighting against robots? I thought you knew the turtles already. I guess this was the first time she met them. I figured she already knew them by now. Alright, I'm skipping this. Oh, shoot. I was not expecting this. Oh, this is kind of cool. This actually is a lot like Turtles in Time in that they have you do, like, different stuff. I'm liking this game. I might stick with this for a little while. Glad to have Swiveled on the show. I feel like I haven't given him enough airtime. If he ever wanted to tell us a little bit about himself. Like, I assume that this game is based on episodes from the show. I never really made it past, like, the 4th level. I also don't remember them ever having this tank that could blast everything. But it's cool. You know, I just realized that all 3 games we played so far are Game Boy Advance games. That's kind of funny. Maybe. Swivel does love his showers. Morning, noon, and night. Shower after shower. But actually, I've had so many, like, so much free time, it's almost like a bad thing. Like, I've got a bunch of projects I keep meaning to work on, and I can't, like, decide on one. Because there's so much, so I knew I was going to do this today. This will probably take like an hour or 2 to do, and that's fine. So I get to have fun with my friends. That's what it's all about. I get to do the stupid turtle voices. Oh, that's it? The ride's over? Can I go again? Oh, shoot, I gotta break the door first. My boss is a door? Look, the door has a health bar. Shooting the door. It is a very tough door. Like, it doesn't seem to matter how many of these robots I killed. It's the door that's the real enemy. Oh, apparently I can do, like, a bomb attack. I didn't know that. That's good to know. Only, like, 2 buttons I can use. Oh, you hate when you have to shoot a door? So you had a red Game Boy Advance? After this game, I'll show my Game Boy Advance. It was the indigo clear one. I really liked it. Still works, actually. It's just kind of hard to see because the backlight is, like, so dim on it. I can't believe I'm fighting a door. Hey, I beat the door. All right. Ah, that's pretty cool. I don't know why I don't play this game more often. This is a really good game. Usually, like, the ones based on a show aren't that great. And look at this. We got another different location here. I'm fighting... Are these foot ninjas? These look like foot ninjas. Oh, Game Boy Advance SP. Okay, yeah, I never had an SP. I went right to DS. Oh, these are definitely foot ninjas. Or maybe they're Stockman ninjas because they got the Stockman logo. That's about to explode. By the time I realized it was too late. Can I, like, go up? It seems like I can only be on this level. Whereas they come at me from either level. This guy's got a gun. That's kind of annoying. There's gotta be more moves here. I could swear he had, like, a higher jump or something that I could do as an alternate move. Nice of the other thugs to wait until I'm done beating up their friends. Okay, so I can jump. How do I get up there? Okay, I don't know how I did. He has a double jump? Has he had a double jump this whole time? Oh, that would have been nice to know. Okay, so I can get up higher. I haven't really had to this point. I like how the health power-ups are the ooze. The little Ninja Turtle lore. Yeah, I gotta say, this game is scratching me right where I itch. How considerate. That's almost every game, though. Like, the 90s games where you beat up the thugs, you'd have, like, 4 thugs on you, but, like, there'd be 2 just waiting while the other 2 beat you up. Like, yeah, like, that guy behind is just, like, waiting. Okay, now they're getting aggressive. Go, 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 go. Okay, so I can come down here. Oh, that hurt. That killed me. The 2013 series? I never really watched it. I know there was one. Wasn't that the one that was, like, kind of 3D looking? They made, like, a movie of it. There's gotta be more controls in this game. Okay, so I can come up here. Get away here. Okay, this makes it a little more interesting now, because I can change where I'm fighting. Nah, I never really saw the 2013 series. I think they've just done TMNT too many times now. And I mean, it was a good series the first couple times, and I don't know how much more you can really do with it outside of just maybe making more movies or something, but make good ones. It's from what I've heard, and again, I'm not the biggest expert, but the movies haven't been that good the last couple of them. I don't even know how many they made now. It used to be just the original, like, 2 or 3 from the live-action era. But those were cool. Like, the first one I really liked. The second one was okay. The third one I never saw. It was like some kind of time-traveling one. And I don't know. It became too ridiculous with Shredder. Like, they kill him in the first one, and then he's just alive because, I don't know. And then they just kill him again by doing something really stupid. The CGI movie. Yeah, there was this... Well, there were 2 CGI movies in the 2000s. One that was kind of like... I think I might even had that game. I just did not like that game. Then there was one, like, I think 2016, where they made them look like the Hulk, kind of. I don't know, I didn't like it. I just didn't like the idea. I never even saw it. Like, it looked so bad. It looked like what the Sonic movie was going to look like if they stuck with that model for Sonic. Like, it was that bad, I thought. I'm not normally one to get into, like, how bad character models look, but, I mean, come on. I'm getting my butt kicked here. Maybe that's the one I'm thinking of, the Michael Bay one. Where it was like not all CGI, but it was like live action, but the turtles themselves were CGI, and they just did not look right. They tried to make them look like real people, like the masks they wore were like real masks that, like, I don't know, I didn't like it. And they were like 10 feet tall or whatever. But, you know, I never saw it. Maybe it was good. I was not personally impressed with the idea of it. I'm not really liking how tight this space is. Now, what is Rise of the TMNT? Is that another movie or is that a cartoon? How many times can we do TMNT? It's like Power Rangers. Like, that was fun the first several times too. Getting all the 90s references in here. Legos, TMNT, Sonic. There's no health power-ups in this entire stage. Robots aren't that hard, but if one of them gets you, you're kind of screwed. So I guess in that regard, they are kind of hard. What, is that the one that's on Nickelodeon right now, or it was on Nickelodeon a couple years ago? It seemed like more of a comedic one. So that's the other thing, is they try to do so many styles with them. They either make them too funny or too serious. Like, it's either just completely goofy, look how dumb we are, or it's like, the whole world is going to die. We are the only ones who can save it. guy looks like a freaking Star Wars reject. Darth Vader fired him for, like, taking too much food at the Death Star cafeteria. Oh, that guy's got a gun. This guy's just worn out. He's had a long day, getting beaten up by turtles. Can you imagine that? Like, they get their job reviews, and it's like, yeah, we're going to have to dock your pay. You got beat up by a turtle. Yeah, it seems like, for whatever reason, kind of like Spider-Man, although at least his shows are good, there always has to be a TMNT cartoon. Like, there always has to be a Spider-Man cartoon, whatever it is at the time. And there always has to be a turtle cartoon. Damn, that move is devastating. Does he have a slide? I got, like, no evasive maneuvers. I got nowhere to jump to, either. When they do that, like, spiral attack, you really got nothing to go for. See, Spider-Man's another one where they either go too serious or too funny. Like, Spider-Man's either, like, manic-depressive, or he's like, hey, guys, I got a web. Always giving the villains, like, silly nicknames. He calls Mysterio, like, Bulb Head or something. Oh, shoot, I saw that on the ground, too. Saw that on the stinking ground. I hope I don't have to restart the whole level. If I do, this will probably be the last time I play this level, even though it's a good level, but I'm hoping this isn't the beginning of the level again. I don't think it is. I think this is the middle of the level. I thought there was a way to pick up enemies and throw them. I don't know, though. Wait, how did I die already? That was like one hit. That was one hit with that laser. Oh, I got like no health. Why is it starting me with no health? How the heck am I supposed to get out of this? That's why I died. It gave me like 1 bar of health. I can't even use my special. So unless somebody left a pizza laying around here, I'm kind of screwed. Crap, 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 crap. This is stupid. Freaking gun guy takes 1,000,000 hits. Gave me some health. These guys are annoying. These guys don't wait. They don't follow the rules. Pretty sure these are foot ninjas. Damn. Jeez. Alright, one more go of this, and then I'm switching games again. I'm getting tired of this. My one hit kill health bar here. It's like I'm almost better off not continuing and just starting the level with full health again. Basically, it's a one-hit kill right now. Thought so. I wonder what foot ninjas are doing working with Stockman. Whoever that is. Crap, 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 there was a health up. There's a health up. Ah, I missed it. I needed that health up. Alright, I'm not. Yeah, sorry. Whoa is right. Wait, do they each have different stages? Like, if I pick Raphael, does he have a different first act, or is it just I play as him? Oh shit, he has a different first act. Oh, that's pretty... So there's actually, like, different levels then. Now, that's kind of cool. Alright, let's play a little Raphael. I thought I was just going to play the same level, but as him, as the different character. Who's Purple Dragon? That's a reference to something. Okay, I can dig this. I'm not going to go through every single character, but I thought, you know, there was just those levels. So that's pretty nice. I think that is how the game worked. I think there were like 16 levels because everyone has 4 acts, and then when you beat all 4, you get like a final mission or something. But I don't think I ever beat the game. So is that who I'm fighting right now? The Purple Dragons? Maybe Raphael has a different story than the rest of them. I think Raphael had like I mean, Raphael didn't make a lot of friends, but I thought he had a particular rival who was like just after him. Maybe it was the Purple Dragon people, because I know he had like somebody. He was always trying to avenge something. Like he was always like, "Oh, I must defeat the one who killed my father," or something. Like he always had some mission. I mean, I know he didn't particularly care for Shredder either, but I thought he had another enemy. I gotta say, this game is surprisingly good. I might have to do just a stream of this game at some point where I play all the levels. I end up just playing these games out of curiosity, and then I end up really liking them. Oh, actually, I think Casey Jones ends up being someone you fight in this level, if I remember. It's been so long. Casey Jones is definitely in the game. He's like a villain in this. Yeah, I thought Casey Jones and him had a thing. It's like, you didn't trust him or something. I don't know. I don't remember much about it. Raphael's got trust issues. Keep telling him to see a doctor about it. He never does. It's a shame. He doesn't trust me. This is a really good game. I like the music. I like the graphics. Gameplay's fair. I don't like how the continue starts you with whatever health you had left, which wasn't much. Oh, cool. I can climb the walls. A little Spider-Man action. Change locations. That's cool. We're on the roof now. I don't know if I can throw him off the roof or something. Alright. I can dig this. You know what game is coming out soon? I don't know when, but Streets of Rage 4. I'm very excited about that. Because as you guys know, Streets of Rage is my favorite beat-em-up series, and the fourth one looks like it's going to be really good. Hey, Oh, that's right, TCRI. That was the chemical company. Oh, that's cool. You jump to the next building like that. I gotta say, this might be better than Turtles in Time, and I like Turtles in Time a lot. Good pick, Spidey. That's all I can say. Good pick. I feel like that should have killed him, but it would have killed Mario. Limited Run is doing... See, I don't necessarily need the physical release, but that's cool that they're doing one. Like, I'm definitely going to get it anyway. Game looks freaking awesome. I don't know if they have a release date on that. It looks like it's almost done. That guy did a lot of damage. I'm gonna take this guy out first, because he's apparently like the hardest one to beat. Jeez, this guy's like the freaking Rhino. Except the Rhino's usually easy in those games. Yeah, two can play that game. Rage issues, activate. Oh, I have that game too. I should probably stream that. I love River City Girls. I like the art style a lot. I get stuck on the first boss a lot, though. Mizuzu, or whatever her name is. Out of my way, Mizuzu! It's gotta be a block. I feel like in a game like this, there's gotta be a block. Whoa, whoa. What is it with people and explosives? Your parents told you not to play with fire. Oh, I can hit him back at him? Oh, it doesn't hurt him, though. I love when enemies die in these kind of games. They just blink. Like, they just blink and go... Wait, was there something up there? Oh, I thought there was something up there. Well, I got 3 viewers staying tuned, so I gotta be doing something right. Okay, where are we going? I like how he just runs at you with the spike stuck out like that. Boom. Ha, yeah. Okay. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I try to mix it up. I play some random games, but these are still my favorites because it's just like anything goes. Shit. Alright, I don't have to start from the beginning at least. And I still have most of my health. Alright, if I die this time, I'm just gonna quit. I was kind of curious to see what his second stage was gonna be, if it would be another vehicle stage. Because that one was kind of fun. I have to start playing this game again in my free time. Not like I don't have time. Swivel's gonna come back from his next shower and be like, well, how'd the turtles get there? It's cool. There actually are a few different moves. Like, if you hit up a little bit, he does an uppercut. He's got a couple different things. See, I don't think... Yeah, it doesn't seem like he has a block. It doesn't seem like any of them have a block. It's a little annoying when a lot of the attacks are melee attacks. Oh, he did a little roll there. That was kind of cool. Like, I feel like I need more moves to dodge. All my moves are mainly offensive. I'm like analyzing this like it's just a silly cartoon game. I'm like, I need like another counter. And the key is to use my opponent's weight against them. Get back up so I can finish beating you up. It's a brick wall. Die, 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 die. I don't even know if you can hear it, but my buttons are just clicking like crazy. I'm like... My impression of buttons getting hit in a heavy metal song. Okay. Then, of course, you got the iconic arrow. The go arrow. This game will most likely be making a return in future episodes. I don't know how, but I like to do my different themes, and this definitely fits a theme. This is how you do a beat-em-up right. You know what games I actually didn't like as much were the Spider-Man beat-em-ups from the 90s. Like, they're okay, like Maximum Carnage and Separation Anxiety, kind of the same idea as this, but for a game, for Spider-Man with all these different moves, they really don't use a lot of them. Like, his web swing is very slow. It doesn't really make the game any more fun. Hey, stop throwing sticks at me. That'll school you something. As I just stand there. Wait, did I grab onto that? I thought I saw he... Oh, okay, I was just stuck there. I thought maybe I could, like, hold on to the bar so I can dodge that guy. Alright, stop punching me. Stop hitting me with that. No wonder Raphael's so mad all the time. People hitting him. Watch out! I knew I had no shot there. Some of the hits don't really do that much damage, but... So, like, I'm not as concerned with this guy. I don't like him, but the big guy's the one I gotta worry about. Ah, sweet. Oh, I like that little animation there at the end. Alright, let's see if he has a vehicle stage. Or something. I don't know how this goes. Oh, it's a boss fight. Oh, it is Casey Jones. Shit. Oh, this is gonna suck. At least I know what I have to do here. I knew I faced him at some point. Okay, I can go... Alright. Pizza! It's a place called Pizza. Oh, he lost his stick. Oh, he just gets another one? Oh, it's a baseball bat this time. I didn't know he played baseball. He throws it? Oh, come on. Please fight honorably, Casey. I can't hit him. There we go. I hate that. I knew he was going to do that, too. It's so weird. His hit detection is, like, so off. I'm guessing this is just a boss fight. Like, I don't think anything else is going to happen here. I've got no way to stop that. I see that, so he's probably going to use a golf club next. See, he can break out of my attacks, but once he gets me, like, lined up with that golf club or whatever, I can't do anything. He can throw the bat. I was going to say, I knew that was coming. Oh, I got no way to cancel that. He can even do that while I'm attacking him. There we go. That was actually fairly short. Alright, here we go. Here's a little vehicle thing. I don't know what I'm doing here. What, am I racing him? Can I... Oh, okay. It'd be nice if they told me the controls. I'm gonna have to restart this. I guess I can't. Alright. Yeah, I'm not gonna win. Oh, maybe. I'm catching up to him. Accelerate. Accelerate. Come on. Oh, spike strip. Come on. Right, this is not as fun as the other one. Yeah, no kidding, Casey wins. I'll do one more, now that I know how to control it. I thought I could jump. I'm gonna say, jump. Okay, this is probably a weak point of the game. That's it. That's it. That was fun, though. I actually had a lot more fun with that game than I thought I was going to have, I'm not going to lie. That was probably the best game so far. But we have one more, and in case you're wondering, because we've done red, blue, and green so far, the next and final selection is a bit of a wild card. And it is, well, these heroes are all different colors, so obviously you can see we got Kirby, Nightmare in Dreamland, Miss Pac-Man, Batman Forever, the Caped Crusader in black, and Pac-Man again, but with Pac-in-Time. So we got two yellow heroes, a pink hero, and a hero who wears mainly black and gray, based on the classic Batman movie of the same name for the Super Nintendo this time. So take your pick now. Miss Pac-Man is for the Sega Genesis. Obviously, you know what you're getting there. Pac-in-Time is a bit of a different twist on it. And then we got Kirby, Nightmare in Dreamland on the Game Boy Advance. A really cool port of a Super Nintendo game. So that is the last of the original games. And then I might go ahead and do Mega Man X at the very end just for the heck of it. So go ahead and get in on that. We got 3 viewers, 3 votes, 4 great games. Either Dreamland or Batman Forever. Well, that's 2 choices there. So we've got Dreamland or Batman Forever. I'm fine with either one, but it's up to you guys. Oh, we only have 2 viewers now. I guess the third viewer did not want to be the tiebreaker. Whoever they were. I like both games, but I'm willing to negotiate here. If Swiveled has any input on the matter. It is hard to choose. It's hard to choose, and I've kind of played them both pretty often, so there's not one where I go, I kind of miss that game. Like, they're both pretty good, and I've played them pretty often. So, I don't know. I'm just going to pick one of the 2. And unless Swiveled has a what do you call it? A choice here. Trying to get everybody involved. It's funny because that's the one I actually picked. So, exactly. We'll play another Game Boy Advance game just to take us out here. It's funny because I was actually going to do a Game Boy Advance episode, like a whole episode of Game Boy Advance games at some point. But looks like we're doing that now. But I'll probably still do that in the future. All right. So for this game, I was going to say, I know I've beaten this game like a million times, so I mean, I'll probably just do like a little bit of, I don't know, any old levels just to kind of get it going. Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much. We're playing like all my favorite Game Boy Advance games too. Like, this was a game I used to play a ton. I don't know if this is the best Kirby game. It's one of the best, I think. Although pretty much all the Kirby games are the same. I actually really liked the one for Wii, which I think was just called Return to Dreamland. It was similar to this, but it had a little more creativity to it. I didn't really like the one for Switch. I had it. It was okay. Graphics were good. It didn't do much for me. Even with that mechanic where you have people, like, be friends with you or whatever. Hey, it's Meta Knight. Oh, not really. I like this music. It's funny because it's kind of based on the Fox Kids cartoon, but this game actually came out... Well, it came out around the same time. Ah, shoot. Come on, get down. One game I did not like on Game Boy Advance that was a Kirby game was, what do you call it? The Amazing Mirror. Kirby and the Amazing Mirror. Like, that game to me just... It was a much weaker version of this. It's kind of hard not to like a Kirby game because they're all kind of the same game. So if you like one of them, you probably like all of them. Hate to be that guy, but it's kind of how I feel about the Kirby series. They're all kind of the same game. Ow. This game isn't as easy as I remember it being. Hey, left their bouncy ball out here. Ah, I saw that coming. What's that, a blooper? I always find it weird. Kirby games do kind of steal some other elements from other Nintendo properties. Like, they even use kind of the little barrel things from Donkey Kong at times. Some of the enemies remind me of Mario enemies. I don't know if that's done on purpose or not, because Kirby's kind of like a game that copies things, maybe literally. But some of the later Kirby games are really, like, they have stuff that looks like thwomps from Mario. They have, like, kind of a little bit of everything in there. They even have some, like, shooter elements from, like, Metroid. I mean, maybe I'm just reading too much into it, but I find it hard to believe that Nintendo, who owns all these things, wouldn't be like, hey, you know, this is kind of similar to this. I don't think that one gives me a power. I always like the mini games at the end of the levels where you could, like this. And I just kind of messed it up because I wasn't really expecting it there. It didn't feel like the end of the level. Maybe I haven't beaten this game. Looks like I've unlocked almost everything, though. Like I said, I'm just kind of going in playing random levels right now. I don't know how many I'm going to play, but I'm here all night. No, not really. Oh, crap. Oh, that was a tomato up there I really wanted to get. Boop. I mean, I've got plenty of Game Boy Advance games. I could easily do, like, a whole episode on that. I don't know when that'll be, but I do want to start mixing some of this up. The stone power I always found was kind of useless, except in very specific scenarios. How do I get rid of my power? Oops. I wanted to get the sword power instead, but it wasn't meant to be. I'm not as good at this game as I remember. What's another really good Game Boy Advance game is Wario Land 4. I think it's, yeah. Still the last Wario Land they made. That was a fun game. I actually did that in an episode earlier, but yeah, so that's a fun game. Game Boy Advance had a really good catalog of games now that I think about it. I did, what was the game? F-Zero Maximum Velocity I did in an episode. That was really fun. Jeez, I cannot get down there. Can I just hit down with A? Oh, this is fun, huh? Alright, well, I can't play around with that. I know that button does something, but I'm not really here to unlock the secrets. I'm just kind of here to showcase some of the game. Okay, this I know is the end of the level. The one with the big star. Oh, come on, get up there. There we go. I think I should get an extra life for that. Yep. Alright, I forget how do I get back to the world map? So that I can pick another world. Probably that big one there. Oh, that just takes me to the previous. Let's just play around here. Yeah, we're down to 1 viewer. Actually, I think that those, what do you call it, the little ball guys can give you a power too. But I was always a fan of the classic sword Kirby. It's one of my favorites of his. We do a couple more levels, then I'll do a couple boss levels. And then, as promised, I'll throw in Mega Man X as kind of an encore. It's been almost 2 hours. I think we've had a pretty good stream here. It's kind of slow to start, but we got our money's worth, I think. Ouch, okay. Oh, jeez. So you don't want to piss this elephant off, because the problem with elephants is they never forget. See, I didn't know this, but actually you can... Yeah, you can actually suck up the bosses sometimes, and you get, like, their ability. I didn't know that for the longest time. Throw Kirby's kind of cool. I don't know why the elephant gives you throw ability, but... it works for me. Destruction! Some of Kirby's abilities like aren't that good, and some of them I think are like overpowered. It's really weird. This is how I will replenish my lives. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. Let's go back. I don't know. Apparently I have to skip worlds this way. I can't just like bring up a world map. Oop, nope, didn't want to do that. I want to go back to like maybe the first world and try a couple of levels there. Not looking for anything super... Wait, what was that? Warp Star door. What does that do? Oh, now they tell me. Okay, interesting. A little bit of an odd level select screen, but whatever. This is almost a little too broken. Like, I'm just picking up enemies and throwing them. Doesn't really take a lot of skill to do that. You know what? I'm gonna ditch it. It's a good ability, but I want to try some other abilities, like Spark Kirby. Then after that, or after I do a couple more levels, maybe I'll play, I'll fight Meta Knight, because that's always fun, and then I'll fight King Dedede. It's almost always the same fight. Shocking, isn't it? Is that the whole level? That's the whole level. Ah, I only made it to 2. Whoa, okay, almost died. Ouch. Gotta watch that birding guy behind me. I say this game, I don't know how it looks on the stream, but like on my screen, it looks really good, which is surprising. Game Boy Advance game on a big screen actually does look very good. Ow. What I don't have a lot of are original Game Boy games. Oh, that was unfair. That just spawned me like right in front of that freaking fireball. Whoa, okay. Well, that's the end of the level over there. Trying to fight fire with fire, if you will. Come on. How do I do the drop down? Also, in addition to having a Game Boy Advance episode, I'll probably have an Xbox 360 episode at some point, because that console's almost like 15 years old now. Like, that's almost a retro console itself. I don't have too many 360 games, but I have enough to make an episode out of. But I don't know when any of this stuff is happening. I'm just kind of playing it by ear. Let's see. Let's skip ahead. Oh, no, that was not what I wanted. Really, they need a better way to travel here. Stars, the only way to travel. Fight Meta Knight. I believe you fight Meta Knight in this level. I think Swiveled left us a while ago because Shower just kind of took a lot out of him, and I think he just kind of needs a break. There's got to be a boss in this level. Unless I'm missing something here. That's really weird. I know there's a boss here. It should be Meta Knight. I'm missing something. Yeah, because this is the last level. That's where you fight King Dedede, but you should fight Meta Knight in level 6. Let me see something. Because that's the Warp Star room. 4, 5. It'd be like down there. Maybe it is the room with the sword and the axe on it. I thought that was like a battle arena, though. Yeah, no, this is a mini-game. A very lame mini-game. Ah. Oh, that was a good waste of time. Alright, well... I guess Meta Knight is taking a break, or maybe he's in level 6. I don't know. Maybe you just fight him at the end of this level. I could swear he had his own level. Maybe he's in level 7. I don't know. Oh, shoot. I wanted that. Damn it. Alright, screw it. I'll go to the final level here. Oh, we got another viewer. Welcome in. Let's take on the big guy. Yeah, here we go. Fountain of Dreams. Big showdown. For some reason, I thought that gave me the hammer power. I'd like to quickly welcome my second guest as I try to beat King Dedede. Ow. Please don't do that. That would not be nice. Crap. 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 I can't suck that up from there. No, now he's about to tackle me. Ah. I used to be better at this game, I swear. At least we have a second viewer. It's always nice. Alright. I think it's my last life anyway, so either way, this is going to be the last battle I'm going to have. Always like this song, though. Oh, jeez, I didn't know he could do that. Shit. Crap. So much for Kirby games being easy. It's almost always the same boss fight, too. God damn it. One time I needed him to really jump there. Problem is he does that hammer attack and then he immediately goes into a tackle. Crap. Ah, I knew it. I knew I was pinned there. I knew it. I could not slide under him. That's pretty decisive. Alright. So, like I said, that's going to do it for the main run. I will do an encore, though. That will be Mega Man X as per request. Since usually I do 5 games anyway, today I only did 4, so we got a little extra time here. Hope you guys have been enjoying the stream. And, yeah. The Kirby game on Switch, I actually had mentioned that earlier. I didn't think it was all that great. The gimmick they added with the having allies help you, I didn't really think added a lot to it. It just kind of felt like more of the same. In fact, I think an old Kirby game did that same thing. I thought it did it better. But it wasn't a bad game. It was pretty easy, as you'd imagine. Nothing special about it. Really good graphics, though. That was kind of cool. But other than that, it was not like world-stopping. Let's go ahead and start this from the beginning. So Mega Man X. I might start doing this in future episodes where I do 4 games and then I do like an encore game or something. Since I know this game had kind of been sort of requested and it's a pretty good game. I thought I'd give it a shot here. This is Mega Man X on Super Nintendo. So we're breaking the theme here of Game Boy Advance games. This is Super Nintendo. Yeah, I do not see this one lasting very long. He had some other moves here. I thought I could do like a dash or something. It's always been my problem with Mega Man is he doesn't have enough moves given how many things his enemies can do. Okay, I can charge his blast or whatever, but that's not going to do a whole hell of a lot. Okay, this seems freaking fair. Ah, stupid. Oh. Crap, 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 crap. Get up, get up, get up. God damn it. That's gonna break. That's gonna break. Where's my slide? I thought Mega Man had a freaking slide. Oh, okay. Yep, that'll just pop up. Oh, that seems fair. You get the slide and chilled penguin-y, whatever that is. Doesn't seem like I have any other abilities. Okay. Chilled penguin level. Well, I'll remember that if I ever make it to it. This seems like it's going to be ridiculous. Can I? Okay, I was going to say, it'd be kind of cool if I could commandeer the vehicles. And I'm dead. This doesn't sound like it's gonna be easy. Nope. Looks like freaking Shovel Knight or Boba Fett wearing purple. Whoa, okay. That's dodgeable. See what I mean? Like, what the hell am I supposed to go here? Can't slide under him. I can't jump over him. Clearly. Jump like 1 foot in the air. I'm supposed to beat this freaking giant robot. Okay, I guess maybe I'm not supposed to beat him. I don't know. Okay, I was gonna say, the whole game is a scripted loss. I mean, like, what was I supposed to do against that? Jeez. It's one thing when a game is hard, but when a game is hard because the controls and the moves don't give you a chance. Hey, there's Zero. It's like, what am I doing? Hey, got 3 viewers. How about more viewers show up at the end? Or close to the end here, because we're winding down a little bit, but happy to have more viewers in for the ride. Playing some Mega Man X to close things out. X, you shouldn't expect to defeat him. This is a really broken SNES game. I'm completely skipping this. Like, I have no idea what he's talking about. I'm usually too busy getting my butt kicked to really enjoy the game. I'm sure there's a good plot in there. Oh, someone write that down. That's easy to remember. Alright. Which one is the chilled penguin level? This one? Likely. Doesn't matter. I'm going to lose all of them. I think I've tried every level in this game. Chill penguin. Alright. There you go. If I win this, I get the slide, which in my opinion should be a move from the beginning. Especially when every other enemy can jump all over the stage. The other thing I hate is how obnoxious the enemy respawns are. Like, if you turn for like a second, every enemy on the screen comes back to life. He needs a double jump and he needs some kind of lateral motion or something, because there's just not enough moves to get by on this. Like, look at this! Like, what am I supposed to do here? Like, the levels are not designed for his moveset. I'm sorry. I've always said that. Yeah, I know by the end of the game you get like 20 more moves, but I'm usually dead by then. Like, there's no point. At least they give you some power-ups here and there. Like, even with this bat thing, I can't jump high enough to freaking hit him. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not really chilling out right now. This seems like it's a pretty easy level compared to the other ones. Maybe this is like the one, like a starter level. This kind of reminds me of Scrap Brain Zone from Sonic 1 with these platforms and the things that come at you. A double jump would be nice, no? Okay, cool. I'll just awkwardly scale this while everything in the world comes at me. An endless supply of those things. I was gonna say, that looks completely unsafe, you know? Oh, okay, that's actually the good guy. Beam me up, Captain. Or don't. Did anything just happen? Oh, I can do that now. Okay. Can I do it in midair? I can't, but that's fine. I'll take that. Yeah, it's just annoying, though. It's like, enemies are just always faster than you. Always faster than you. Except for that one. That one just kind of stood there and took it. Not that one. That one was not having any of that. That one's like, you're gonna make fun of my mother? I have a feeling a boss is coming up. Or maybe not. What does this thing do? Well, can I actually commandeer this? Okay. Alright, this is different. Oh, I guess not. Why does it keep doing that? I want to just drive it. Okay, the robot is actually a lot more useless than I thought it was going to be. Even when you get something good, it's not that good. Oh, shit. I thought I could, like, do a jump off into the next one. Now where am I? Where's the stage? Oh, I gotta start all the way back here? Oh, okay, this isn't that far back. I'm gonna say, I can't jump far enough with that robot. I knew that. Oh, hold on, I'm still alive. I was gonna say, the way that that was freaking placed was ridiculous. This is stupid. It's not worth even going that other way. I don't know what these are. I probably can hit these with the robot or something. Okay, snowballs, that's cool. I guess Dr. Wily's given up and he's gonna start throwing snowballs at me. He's feeling spirited this year. Ooh, that was weird. Ow. Boy, things really snowball fast in this game, huh? That's a boss when the door opens like that. I got no shot here. I did always like the way it scrolls. Like you go through the door, then it pushes you into the next room. Oh, I'm so screwed. And I'm dead. That was a fun fight. Dr. Wily and Light. I thought I just talked to Dr. Light. I thought he was the hologram. Yeah, it's cool, except when I get blasted by the ice. Whoa, okay. Cool. I can't wait to die. Really? That was 3 hits! That was 3 hits! Oh, screw that. That was 3 hits. Try this. I don't know. That's discouraging. You guys saw how many hits that was, right? Oh, that thing looks like freaking Scyther. Sting Chameleon. Couldn't even beat the stupid penguin. This looks like a Kirby level mixed with like robot stuff. Alright, I still have the dash. I guess I kept that. That was nice, Dr. Light. Let me have that. Enemies, like, just pop up all over the place. Got no way to stop them. They respawn every 5 seconds. I can't slide. I can't jump all that high. I didn't realize that the freaking rocks turn into robots, too. This seems completely arbitrary. There's no rhyme or reason to how these things fall. And I just died again. Chilled Penguin's the easiest one, but he's tricky. You have to use the walls of the arena to your advantage. Yeah, I'm sure they give me the proper tools to do that. Hey, 4 viewers, alright. Welcome, 4 viewers. If I get anything more than 2 viewers, I'm doing pretty well. I guess you could see these robots. Yeah, seriously. Alright, Spider-Man. Just because you like Spider-Man doesn't mean you have to make the puns like him. Leave the puns to the professionals. There's really no motivation to go up there, just to get my ass kicked. These guys are lumber jerks, if you ask me. Alright, time for arbitrary rock slides. Ah, I see. See, if I had more than 0 lives by the time I got to him, I maybe would have figured that out. Oh, crap, 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 crap. See, why would they give me the wall kick before the slide? I feel like the slide is a much more basic move. The wall kick is actually, like, pretty useful, but I don't usually need it. Take that, Woody the Woodpecker. It's a robot forest. Oh, I hate these guys that have, like, shields and stuff. Oh, an extra life. You know, hopefully we have some Mega Man fans in the crowd. I feel like I should be able to, like, knock down the trees with this. Maybe not. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say the robot's not gonna stay without sinking in the mud. And I'm gonna guess that I gotta stay out of the mud too. Come on, stay out of the mud. It's one thing I've learned in all my time on Earth, it's stay out of the mud. Ah, we're down to 2 viewers. We lost half of them. It was good while it lasted. Something tells me I can't take this robot in there. I'd like to take the robot in there because I know what's going to happen now. Let's see. It's going to be Rockman. Or no, this is the Chameleon guy. This is Scyther. Great. Even his entrance is devastating. Oh, I'm so screwed here. Why don't I use my slide? Oh, I don't have one. Oh, he disappears. That's great. What if I hit him once? No matter where I am, he hits me with the tongue. This is stupid. Oh, are those the 3D games that were on, like, N64, Mega Man Legends? Or PS2 or something? Like, they were later in the series. I think. Maybe they weren't 3D, but they were, like, 2D with 3D elements. I don't think I have. I think I've seen them, and they looked okay. I just want a freaking fair Mega Man game. That's all I want. Like, I know I'm not, like, a gaming expert by any stretch. Oh, seriously? He does that move again? There's, like, no predictable pattern with this guy. Really? I thought I got... Oh, this top has spikes, too. Jesus. I don't know if they ever re-released them, because if they're only on N64, I don't have an N64. Or maybe they were on PS1, I can't remember. They were somewhere in that era. I'm sure I would get just as far in those games. I did play the Mega Man Zero games on Game Boy Advance, and kind of had the same issue. It just gets old after a while. See, he does different attacks every time. Like, I'm waiting for him to do the tongue thing, and then he doesn't. I either can dodge him or I can attack him. I can't do both. Well, it's something I would check out maybe if it was cheap enough. I don't know if I really want to play another one of these after this. Jeez. I don't even care. I was gonna say, like, I'm not gonna beat him. I think we can all figure that out. I'll try one more miserable level here. See if I can beat one level in the game. We got 3 viewers. Try to impress them as much as I can. What's this thing? I don't even remember. Let's try this. What's that, Octopussy? Launch Octopus. They're all pretty rough to get the hang of. Like, there's just no consistency. It always felt clunky to me. I don't know why. And it's a shame because I really like the art style and everything and the music, but like the jumps are just really weird. And like they never fixed it. Like they made like 20 of these things and they never once thought to fix the jumping or the shooting or anything. It's like people just know that these games are going to be stupidly hard, so they don't really try to make them any more playable. Like I could see for the first couple because NES games are always kind of like that, but I mean, this was freaking, like, probably the 10th game in the series at this point, and they still have the same issues. I hated Mega Man 2 with the freaking platforms that would disappear and reappear at random times. Oh, at least I could jump higher. If I could always jump this high, it would feel a little more fair. I like his dash. Oh, that's not going to be good. The problem is I can never dodge and shoot at the same time. It's like the moves I have to do at the same time are not doable. So I'm either going to damage this guy or I'm going to maybe dodge him a couple times. Yeah, I know, we lost another viewer or two because they got tired of listening to me bellyache about the Mega Man game. Really? The enemies weren't cheap enough before? Oh, this is stupid. Freaking Ahab and the whale all over again. There's your Bible verse for the day. Oh, come on. Oh, that guy pushes you. That's different. Oh, no, he also pulls on you. Wow, that was merciless. Okay, not a big fan of this level. Usually not a fan of the water levels. Oh, good, I get to face this again. God damn it. Oh, this is stupid. That doesn't look safe. Oh, I guess for some reason I thought I couldn't jump through that. That apparently is instant kill. Okay, that's cool. Oh, I gotta fight this thing again. Come on! Get out, get out, get out! And I'm dead anyway. See what I mean? Like, what was I supposed to do about any of that? Oh yeah, that health up that's sitting in the spikes. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and go for that. Seems like a smart move, right? Be careful here because I can't see the floor half the time. I got these things coming down on me. Crap, 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 crap. Yeah, which we all know I don't have the time for. I mean, I can appreciate that about a lot of the old platforming games, the trial and error thing, but when I don't play this game more than once in a while, and then I play it again, and I can't do anything. What the hell is that? Yeah, I'm staying way the heck up here for that. Like, even like a game like Cuphead that's like really hard and merciless or whatever, like, I feel like that's even more fair, because you have the moves to beat the guys, you just have to know how to do it. This game, I feel like you never have what you need to beat anybody. It just feels like luck half the time. And even if you beat it, you still, like, something dumb happens. Like, I'll beat this guy, and then the next screen will be, like, somebody shooting me in the face. This guy actually doesn't seem that hard. I probably just jinxed it, but it's not really doing much. Another game that's, like, unforgiving but at least fair is Contra. Like, I feel like, even though I lose a lot in Contra, at least, like, I can figure it out, and it's not like, oh, look at that. Like, every enemy in the game respawns every 2 seconds. Now watch this. It's going to scroll to the next screen, and it's going to be like, oh, okay, actually that wasn't as bad as I thought. I thought there were going to be like 7. I mean, these are pretty stupid, but at least they're not unbeatable. Ah, here comes the boss. This should be good. You're definitely at a disadvantage. That should be their slogan. Mega Man, you're at a disadvantage. Oh, this seems beatable. What was that? 4 seconds? I lasted on that? Alright, that's it. That's it. That's it. We're done. That was fun. But yeah, what was I going to do? I was going to show off my Game Boy Advance, my actual Game Boy Advance. The old one from 2002. Nah, 2001 I got this guy. Still works. The original Indigo clear thingy. That's where I used to play my TMNT games. The battery cover keeps falling off. In fact, I think I just dropped it. But yeah. Another fun episode of Retro Request Party in the books. It's been 11 fun ones. I like Mega Man. Like, I want to like Mega Man. I like the character. I like, you know, I like the music, but I don't know. Maybe some of those other games were better. Mega Man 11 was okay from what I've seen. Yes, definitely a fun time. So I hope you guys enjoyed all the games we played today. Thank you to Swiveled, Spidey for tuning in, and whoever else tuned in and lurked in the silence. I hope you enjoyed what you saw. Playing some classic games. I'll be back. I don't know when, but playing some more modern games, and then again, Retro Request Party. Who knows when, but should be another fun one. So once again, thank you guys for staying tuned to episode 11 of Retro Request Party here with Chaos Blur. Follow and subscribe today if you haven't already. Check me out on Bowie Productions on YouTube. Plenty of stuff to do with me, with you, with everybody. So nice to hear from you all again.